What were the occupations of your parents?
Fausto, my dad, the great part of his life, he was in accounting. When I was a child, he was in sales. You guys wouldn't understand today the concept very well. He was into what was called continuous forms. It was paper. He sold paper, pre-printed paper or form paper. So he used to design letterheads for businesses where they could do receipts, they could do invoices and stuff like that. So you still see those things, I guess. But these were self-replicated. You printed one, and in the back another one printed as a copy automatically. They used to have to do that with carbon paper in between those forms. So they were very complex things. So he used to be a sales manager. He was so successful. I owe my life, and you owe your lives to his success. Almost every year, his group used to win the sales, highest sales. So he'd be sent to, as a reward, to the Cayman Islands or exotic places. And one of those trips was the World Fair in New York City in 1965. And that's where, I was a product of that trip. He took Marta with him. And 9 months later, after that World Fair trip, I was born. So I guess we are a product of his success. He was everything he did fantastically well. So he was always number one at work for his sales team. Fast forward, later on, he went to work for the church. He worked for the church. He managed their retirement funds. Funny story. One time, Salt Lake offices sent a brother to audit Grandpa Fausto because he was making too much money for the church or for the retirement program for the church employees. They thought maybe he was investing church money in beer and cigarettes. They couldn't understand how he was making so much money. This is several millions of dollars by a man who only went to he only went to elementary school. He quit school in middle school. So very sharp. Anyways, turns out Grandpa Fausto was investing in oil. Oil was a new thing in Mexico at the time. So that thing was booming and making these people tons of money.
What were your favorite toys and games as a kid?
My favorite toys were my action figures. I used to love playing with action figures. And my favorite games were a game of hide and seek where we would either throw or kick a can. Throw a can, literally an empty can of beans down the street. And you had to throw it far away because the kid who was the one doing the seeking had to run to get the can and run backwards with it to a point on the street that we had marked with an X. And while he ran backwards, run for the can and back, we used to run and hide behind cars, in carports, everything, around on the street, which is right on the street. And once he got to that spot, he put the can on the floor and go looking for us. But while he was looking, if somebody thought he could beat the kid doing the looking, that person would come out running. And if he ran faster than the guy doing the seeking and kicked the can first, then everyone was safe, and that kid had to go again and get the can again and start over. So all the people that he found would be redeemed and didn't have to, none of them had to go, do the seeking. So it was really fun. It was really fun.